Alright, so you want to create your own mods, you want to create your own skins. Like, look underneath most legendary skins, you can see, hey, this is made by this guy. I want to make skins. If you go to the mod list, you see all these cool skins. You go on a game, you see these skins, like, wow, these are really cool. I wish I could create... Oh, these are really cool. I wish I could create them myself, but you don't really know how, and you don't know how to read, so if you go to the Crunker modding guide, you just don't really understand it. And there's not really any videos online showing you how to, so don't worry, I'm here for you to show you how to do it. And first off, you're gonna want to go to Adobe. Basically, just I'll have a link in the description. So yeah, you're gonna want to download this and sign up, and that's all really. And you're gonna want to have this, alright? I don't remember if you have to create an account, but if you have to, just do that. Now, you're going to see all these apps, and most of them will be free, but the one we're going to have is here, Photoshop CC. You're going to press try, you're going to download a free trial if you don't already have it, and we'll save that for later. What you're going to want to do, I'll post another link in the description, or right here somewhere, where you're going to this page. You know, this is the models Google Drive thing, well, the mod Google Drive, and everything you see here are the in-game files, and it has a README here that basically just directs you back to this, but you don't need this because I'm going to show you how. Now, say you want to create an AK, which is understandable. You're going to want to go to weapons and download. You're going to go to README, see all of the weapon numbers and what they are. So weapon 2 is the assault rifle, the AK, the one we want. So we're going to click on this, double click on it, download it. Now that's not the only thing you need. You need this, but if we also go back to the mod, we go back to the textures, we're going to download the exact same for the AK, which is going to be the weapon 2. It's not going to be this, but it's going to be this one. So you're going to download this one too. Here's the little download button, and you'll have both of these skins ready. Well, both of these textures and models ready. And now we're going to do the thing we just downloaded, if it's ready. Photoshop, I have it right here. You're going to open up that, and we're going to wait. It's going to take a little while depending on your PC. And we're going to make ourselves some neat skins. Now, if you don't know how Photoshop works, it might take some figuring out, and you might need to go look at some YouTube tutorials, which is fine, don't worry about it. Everybody starts out with crappy Photoshop skills. But if you do have a little understanding of how Photoshop works, you're basically good to go with this. You're going to go to your download page, and you're going to go drag in your objects that we just did, and that will show you, if you get this, just press OK. You can, there will be a pop-up if you want to go to 3D workspace, which I would press no if I were you, but you can, it doesn't really matter, but some things might not align with what you see here. Now, once you've done that, and everything's working smoothly, you should come up with this. Now, if you want to move, you just hold left click and drag to move around the space. The other camera options are here to say move this camera, it's like zoom in. You don't want to use the zoom in tool here, because that'll just make everything pixelated because you're zooming in on the actual picture. So this is for basically turning around, and if you click on this on the model itself, you can also drag along. But you can figure this out on your own with Photoshop tutorials. If you have any questions, just look them up on YouTube. There's legit tons of tutorials on how to do everything. While we have the model here, it's not really the one you see in game, because one you see in game has textures and this one does not. And what we need to do for that, we need to go to material here, double click on it. You might come up with this, and this is where you're basically going to do all your painting and everything for the texture to work. So what we're going to do next is we're going to sit here, we're we're gonna drag our PNG picture of the texture we just downloaded into this. Put that here, align it, press enter, and it should be aligned with all the colored bits right here. If we go back to our object, it updates it automatically. So now you see this is the weapon we use in game. Now if you were to paint on this, you basically, you're gonna have to press OK here. You basically are going to see everything you do in here directly on the skin. So say I'm making this all black right now, it'll be black in here, which isn't really a good skin, but it's still a skin. We don't want to actually paint on it though, because if we paint on just this layer and you're doing something wrong, you might not be able to get back this standard texture. So if it takes some puzzling around and you won't know exactly what is what, but a good way to do it is just to paint on a part, see where it changes color, and then you know, oh hey, that changes that. But as we can see, this is basically looking like a stock. So say I want to make the stock green. You don't want to paint directly on this layer. What you want to do is you want to go right here, press it. That will create a new empty layer, and then we're going to get the green out. And you could paint it like this, but as you can see, it would cover up a whole lot of those pieces that would be modeled in here as well. So you won't turn out with only the stock green. Now, what we can use for that is the lasso tool. What we're going to do here is you're going to click around it, and this will basically select everything inside of here, inside of the little cube of sorts we make, and you're going to connect it right here. So now you've selected everything inside of here, and then if you press B, well, if you press B and grab your brush out and you paint, only this part will get painted. Control D, by the way, to deselect that. Now you've got a layer which is only green, which you can use, which is neat, because you don't want to paint on your only texture that you have. And now if you look in game, we have the green texture on our stock, which, I mean, if you like that, there you go, that's the skin. So you want to upload this beautiful file. You know what, let's actually create some, make the stock, make this bit green as well, and make this bit green as well. Doesn't have, I'm just making a weird skin for now. So this is your skin, right? You're all done. You're glad with how it turned out. You're gonna go to, click on here. You're gonna click on File, Save As, and then PNG. Right now, call it Weapon. This is really important that you do this. You call it Weapon, lowercase. You basically call it the thing that it's called in here. So it's called Weapon 2 here. You're gonna want to call this Weapon 2 as well. So you press save. Save it, large file saving. It doesn't really matter which one you do. I'd recommend large file saving. And now, if we go here to my pictures, we have the skin that we made. Now, if we were to go to the game and just uploaded this on the mod page, it won't work, because we need a zip file. And I'll post a link to downloading the zip program and the zip that you need to make these textures in the description. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to open this zip file that I've got here, and just press no on to don't unzip the files. Go to textures, weapons. You're going to want to remove this and drag your own one in. Okay, make sure it's called Weapon 2, all lowercase, or whichever weapon you're doing. You can press X, save, and then you're gonna go to Crunker. Press this, see if it works. You're gonna go find your mod file, open it, and if it says success, you've done something right. If you haven't, if it doesn't say that, you should check around and see what you did wrong, go back into the video. Now, as you can see, if we go in game, we have our skin, which is very nice, but say you want to upload this because you're just so proud of your skin, which I am. This is probably one of the best things I've ever made. You're gonna want to go to Dropbox and create yourself an account there. Upload a new file. Just gonna close this down for now. Upload a new file. Do the file that you just did. Upload that. And then once you see it here, you're gonna press share. Copy link. And now it should be copied to your board. Now keep in mind that the mod publishing is kind of buggy right now, so that you might experience some weird bugs. But you go here, go to publish mod, and you're gonna want to copy your Dropbox URL that you just made. And now the mod name, which kind of is the thing that gives the most problem at the moment. If you make a name that's already taken or that has a space in it, like this, it will not upload, but it won't tell you that it's not uploading. It'll just keep on saying loading. So you gotta come up with an original name, and if you're gonna use space, you're gonna use these, like the lower bracket things. So say we want to name this one test, or let's just do subscribe to me. Yeah, there you go. That's a good thing. If you want to upload a thumbnail, you can do so, but be sure to make them very small because they have to be the size of less than 40 kilobytes. And after that, you're done. Publish this update. And now the thing it's going to be doing is it's going to say loading for a while. And it's going to do this infinitely, but don't worry, it shouldn't be broken, because if you go to mods, mod list, it should appear here. I do not know why it's not appearing now, but you can see here I have made these skins and they have all worked out through this method. Another way to test if your Dropbox link is working is to go into mods and just paste it here. If you press loading, success here, you can see you're just able to play with it now. If it just doesn't load, if it doesn't want to publish, it might be the servers, so remember that. It could just not be your fault, because the servers are still kind of iffy at some points. But I hope this helped, and I'd love to see what you guys make. If there's any problems, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys later.